Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob. We're back for the second in a set of two Age of Wonders episodes, so this is the one to leave your comments and feedback on if you have any after having watched this episode. Basically, last episode we fought off a massive horde of trolls that attacked Elric Huin here. This army held out very well with the help of Twisting Roots and a guardian guy, ancestral guardian spirit dude. So yeah, right now, current threats. Santa Claus is down here with an army that seems to be poised to invade this city. I've got help incoming, so I think I'll be okay there. And the bigger threat is the Juggernaut, or the Dreadnought, up here, which has a lot of crap headed my way. At least 3 Juggernaut tanks in that area, as well as a Draconian Druid hero that's level 10, and some other random crap. So I'm kind of reinforcing this area against all of that. I've got a lot of units over here, but they're not all leveled up, and some of them would die quite quickly to any significant amount of firepower. So I'm trying to get a few more tanky, beefy units up to help out, and my leader is going to continue in that direction. I'm also going to start sending hunters that way. So these guys here, actually, it probably would have been faster to have him grab the haste berries, maybe the next one. They're going to start coming this way so they can start doing shock damage to the machines, so we can put up some resistance there. And Dora is on her way as well. I'm going to actually be moving this guy forward with his road, so he can go here. And Dora can use that road to move a little bit further. So we'll get her and another shock serpent up there. So with that, we should be pretty well protected up there. In the meantime, long-term plans for the Dreadnought. We're still working on Storm Sisters here. We got the probably most important one, the Altar of Bound Souls, which gives them +1 resistance and resurgence. Now is when I have to start thinking about getting the Heart of the Volcano in, so they also have Inflict Immolation to lower enemy unit resistance, making them more likely to be stunned, not to mention damage over time. To do that, I'm going to need the Grand Palace and an observatory. I think what I'm going to do with this city, the happiness is currently at cheerful, and I don't want to wait long for this stuff, so I'm going to want to hurry production quite a bit. We're going to do the observatory and hurry production on that. It's -100 happiness for 5 turns, but that's something we can manage, especially if I just commit to hurrying production on pretty much everything from this point forward. The city is going to have more than enough to make Storm Sisters in 1 turn, because it only costs 90, and I'm at 128 production. So I think I'm just going to hurry production on everything else that city needs to get those Storm Sisters out quickly. Also, if I really need happiness, I've got Wild Growth now, which I can use to spread more trees pretty quickly. And I'm actually going to do Wild Growth here pretty soon around my capital, because in case of more trolls show up. So the forests, I'm kind of looking at angles trolls could get to my cities from. Also down here, possibly, it could be helpful. Maybe I want it, actually having a Wild Growth right out there probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do that. We could do Wild Growth. Oh, I am out of casting points for this turn because I spent them all. Well, we'll just leave that in queue so I don't forget. I did notice that Orleanese had a happiness production related event, so I actually got 2 hunters on this turn. So that's pretty cool. I can send another one. I probably will send yet another one up north. And maybe I'll just send both of them, because we've got a decent amount of units moving into this city now to defend, and I think a full stack of hunters up there should be able to ward off an army of trolls if they show up. Down here we've got some hunters in there, another one's kind of on the way. In fact, Santa's army can't quite reach that city on this turn, so for this turn I'm going to put this other hunter in here. So they've now got 5, but these guys almost all of them have the focused buff. So, well, some of them do, not all of them. It's kind of a mixed bag. Wild Growth is research. We can select new research. I'm going to go for Probably Druidry. No, you know what I think I want? With the trolls being around, I think I want Regenerate Walls. That could come in really handy. I want to pick that up. That combined with Twisting Roots could make it extremely difficult for them to break through and get at range units on top of walls. I did get some upgrades for heroes, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, where does Tireless show up for the Warlord? I think that's a level 9. I want to check that one because that's a really good one. Tome of Wonders, hero upgrades, the Warlord, level 9. Let's see what they get. Yep, Tireless is there, and it costs 6. And I don't think that level 11 or... Okay, 11 is good. Relentless Army gives access to giving all your units Tireless, and then Toughness is fantastic too. But I can plan ahead to get those without any slowdown. Okay, I think so for now. I can spend 4 points on her. What do I want? Let's get a little bit more HP. Probably a little more melee damage. Unless, well, I can get melee damage and something else that only costs 1. The fire protection. Actually, you know what? I'll take the fire protection because she's going to be fighting the Dreadnought quite a bit. How much fire protection? Wait, she's got 100. I'm glad I checked that. Obsidian Armor of the Black Knight and Fire Wyvern. Okay. Fire Wyvern is probably giving her 40. Yeah. And Obsidian Armor of the Black Knight's giving her 60, so that's a perfect 100. I like that. Also, we want to give her those Slacks of Sorcery. So we can do, let's see, like I said, 2 more. Maybe Armor Piercing, actually. Dreadnought's units, I think those tanks are armored, aren't they? Let's check. Juggernaut is armored, yeah, so Armor Piercing makes sense here. I'll take that. She's got 17 defense and 100% fire resistance, so she's going to be pretty hard for those Juggernauts to kill. Not impossible by any means, but pretty tough. Also, I can give her that vision range upgrade, which would be really handy in this area right about now. My Frostling leveled up too. We don't care quite as much about him. I guess I'll just give him, well, he could kind of use the fire protection, I guess, so let's get him some of that. And you know what? Maybe Warfare 1, so he could cast... What kind of spells does he have access to? Last Stand, Lion's Courage, Shout of Intimidation. Last Stand might be pretty nice if he casts that on the... You know what? Yeah, we'll give him some spells. Watch me get attached to this guy and not want to get rid of him. But he's not really... I mean, he is leading an army, but I'm not really using him primarily for that. So I'm thinking, yeah, turning him into kind of a spellcaster could be pretty cool. At least for now, yeah, we'll give him a little extra Warlord spell casting stuff. He's still got 4 points to spend, so I could also give him maybe ranged command and kind of keep archers with him. Like, he's got 1 with him already. No, I don't think I want to give him leader stuff. I think I would just want to use him as like his own independent unit. We'll just throw some resistance on him. It might come in handy. It'll help with fire damage a little bit. Alright, items, we already took care of those, I think, yep. Alright. Already took care of the High Elf Hunters near Orleanice. Move these guys in here for now and put them on guard. So watch that city for a few more turns in case trolls show up. But Orleans is pretty secure, and I feel like my capital is pretty secure. Okay, they're wasting money casting Dredge Siege on a city that I don't care about. Shrine is done here. Not sure what to do with this city down here. I think I might do the Siege Workshop just so I could put a Prismatic Spire in there, since Santa might target that city with it being the one closest to him. I think that more or less makes sense to me, and it works out nicely with me having 75 production. That's exactly 2 turns, so I'm going to do that. But I could go for like the library observatory route, but by the time I get that, the city will have grown its borders to include the Sphinx Temple anyway, which is what I was really after over there. As for the Eagle, I don't really know what to do. I guess I should probably have him move a bit further west to scout. Okay, so we know that guy is still there more or less by himself. I want to make sure I'm out of his range. So I think a good place to park might... Well, how far can he go? He can't make it all the way up over those mountains, and the Eagle can, so I think maybe this seems like a pretty good spot. Keep an eye on what they've got going on over here. Pretty big... They've really moved in there. I'm just glad they didn't raise the city. He does have an eagle himself, though. Not to mention a griffin. I could be in trouble if they come after me. If they're smart enough to split those units off. I might have to back that eagle off on the next turn. Don't really want to lose it. The rest of these units are more or less waiting for backup to get here. I know that guy's in that area somewhere. I think I'm gonna start moving them forward a bit. Because he can't reach down to that city on this turn. We'll leave those guys where they currently are. City auto-completed, production of the hunter out here, I knew that. Okay. Looking good so far, I think. Hopefully I'll be able to dislodge them and get the city back under my control, because I had big plans for this city. And I'm getting tired of the enemy sitting on it. That one was going to make some pretty nice Griffin Riders. Or Human Knights if they migrated it to humans, but it doesn't look like they're going to. I think they would have done it by now. Alright, let's go to the next turn. Keep an eye on Santa. Mogwai captured that city underground. Don't care about that. Actually, keep an eye on the Dreadnought first. I want to see where that guy goes. Mogwai is the only person who hasn't really bothered me yet, and he's the one who should have beef with me because I took his capital. Okay, they have all gathered back together. All of them. Okay. That is a substantial army to dislodge from that city. This is going to be quite a battle over there. Oh, did I hear more stuff moving in the shadows over here, though? I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, wait. They're over here. 2 more Juggernauts. Okay, things are getting messy. They did send in... Ah, the invasion is starting. Okay. They're going for it. Alright, they are definitely advancing. I just realized I should have split the Storm Sister off from those spiders and sent her up this way. I'm going to do that on the next turn. Before I forget. Now, Santa, what are you gonna do? You gonna keep trying to push at me? I haven't had to play this much defense in a game for a while. Santa is not advancing. They're just sort of sitting there on the river, which is fine with me. I'm going to send her up this way. Send the spiders probably down this way. They're splitting up their army, which is a little strange. I think I can scout them out. This Orc Warlord has that good vision range upgrade. These two are on their way down here, but they're not close enough to threaten anything yet, although I may keep a couple extra archers in that city, just in case. We'll just leave that on infinite production. I think Orleanise, I think they could stop doing the archers. I've got enough down here to defend from pretty much anything, I think. I'll move them there for now. Okay, and then we're gonna go maybe build the road out to... do I want the road going to the cave entrance or not? I don't know if I do. I think I want it as close to this mountain as possible and as far from the cave entrance as possible. So I'm not planning on going back down into the caves from this angle for a while. Can I get the road actually on the city tile? Hang on. Come on, let me click that off. There we go. 0 movement, okay. Well, we've got a path now. I think I am going to target wild growth out here. I can get a lot out of it here. That's nice. Maybe I should have hung on to the mana, though. I might need it. Or I might have needed it. Alright, well, we got regenerate walls. I'm going to go for druidry. Could always use more casting points, and I can get it in a fairly even 2 turns. I think we need this... Oh, wait, that's not archer. Okay. I'm going to send one more archer out this way. Just for now. And then the rest of the archers that this city produces will most likely stay in it. Mana's doing okay. I could probably afford to spread some more trees, which might slow these guys down. Honestly, wetlands would be better at slowing them down because they'll just knock the trees over. But I think, depending on the army they moved out here, I might be able to pick some of it off. Because they didn't move everything. Oh, they're taking that route again. They want to go around to that right side. Very badly. The question is, can my king's army move fast enough to cut them off if they do? I should be able to. If I was to just kind of group up everyone, like all the good units. I think I'll play the safe game here and kind of go this way to get more ahead of them. Hopefully they don't see what they're walking into and I can kind of lure them into a trap. I'm going to move most of my army this way. Like that. And we'll see what they do. In the meantime, I'm going to back this eagle off to that mountain peak right there to keep an eye on them. If they try to come through here, I think I can jump that army and kill it. Meanwhile, every turn, Dora's getting closer. With some pretty good units. Plus, I've got another hunter that can join the fray here. Okay. Yeah, I think it's time to chill out with the hunters over here. I think we'll just make the ones in the other city going forward. And this city, you know what? Do I want an arcane item forge or do I want to go for... Actually, I don't know if I want either of those things right now. Right now I might just want merchandise out of this city. A little extra money, because right now I'm going to be dumping a lot of money into hurrying production over here. Let's see, their happiness is 684. It's going to drop a little bit here. Because I'm going to still be hurrying production. Great Temple. It drops to 111, but it's not enough to slow me down. So I'm going to keep at it. So we spare no expense when it comes to getting Storm Sisters with all the crazy abilities these ones are going to have. Plus, I did pick up some happiness from getting that in, so that kind of works out nicely. I am going to start casting Wild Growth again. This I'm gonna... No, I don't want to raise it yet. The city needs to grow one more time, and then I can raise it. Alright, hunters are done. Domain invasion down here, don't care. Eagles good where they're at. These guys are good where they are at. I'll add one more hunter to that mix. Finally starting to feel like pretty much everything is secured except for maybe this northern area. This northern area is the problem. The Dreadnought's being a big pain in the butt right now. But once those crazy good Storm Sisters start rolling out in maybe another 5 turns, if I'm able to keep on top of hurrying production on things, I'll be in really good shape. This hunter, I don't really have anywhere in particular for him to go, so I think I'm just going to have him grab those haste berries that nobody's been using because they're kind of out of the way, and hurry his way over here to help out. Alright, so we can do another quick save and see what the next turn has in store. Main thing to keep an eye on right now is the Dreadnought, although I think it is worth doing a quick pan around to make sure there's no more troll surprises. I'm beginning to think that this troll event just didn't hit me very hard. There's really only the one army, but I haven't seen any others other than the one that was down here, which presumably either attacked this city or went underground to attack other cities down there. So I may have gotten off a little bit lucky with the troll event. I can only hope that the computers aren't managing it as well as I've been able to. Alright, well then I guess it's, man, I hope Mogwai doesn't jump in and start bothering me. That would suck. He's got stuff around here. There's no reason for him not to. Other than the fact that I think Santa's underground with him. Alright, well we're not on Mogwai's turn, we're on I don't know whose turn. Let's keep an eye on this group and see what they do. Really, come on, just drive through here. I promise there's nothing hiding in the trees. Oh, they went back. And they're coming from a different angle. They're just juking around back and forth. I think I keep blocking their advance. Okay, those guys are going east, not south. So that's useful information. It means I can commit more resources to coming up here rather than going over here. Santa Claus is moving. Let's see where that army goes. They are going away. I think maybe I finally scared him off. I'm sure in his infinite computer knowledge, he saw me move units in here and got scared. Okay, domain invasion that I am aware of. Guys, I think the troll event's over. I don't think they're bothering me anymore. I haven't seen any in a few turns. I think I would have seen some by now. You can let me know if I'm wrong, but it sure feels over to me. It just seems like it usually lasts longer than this in my previous experience. Okay, Great Temple is done here. We're going to keep pushing these poor peasants to work harder. Public Baths is next, then Hospital, then Grand Palace. Sorry guys, you're just going to be miserable for a while, but we'll give you some trees so you can be happy. See, I'm gonna... Now I can get more out of it over here right now. Get a lot more out of it over there. Alright, I'm going to hang on to that other 40 casting points. I may need it for a spell or two here. So I think I may be able to engage that army. Doggone it, they're just too far away. Can't quite get the jump on them. Although I may not need a huge army, I might just need the right army. Anyway, that siege workshop is done, and I am going to throw a prismatic spire in this city. Just as a little go away to Santa Claus. I'm still doing okay keeping my gold above that 1,000 threshold. I'm going to keep trying to do that. It's going to get hard if I keep upgrading that city at the rate that I am, but that's going to also be totally worth it, so I'm not worried about that. Dora is finally here, though. I've got that champion Shock Serpent. My leader's got his champion Shock Serpent. I think we may actually be able to knock out part of this Dreadnought army on this turn, so let's throw down a quick save and see if we can organize a decent group of soldiers to go after these guys. I think we finally got the firepower to push back a little bit. Unfortunately, the Storm Sister cannot quite join, but we're going to get her as close as possible. We've got Dora, we've got the Snake, we've got... Yeah, go there. Got my leader, who's got his own group of snakes. The poison one won't be as useful, but it can at least get in the way of things. Yeah, move them there. I do want this... See, I probably want her in there. I just don't know if I want her to take over an army. Because spirit damage isn't what I'm worried about. So I might have her... Well, she's still got, like, melee command and stuff, though. And defense command. So she'd still be good leading an army. I think I definitely want... Oh, wait, I could just always put her in with... Why is it doing that? I wanted to do that. I could put her in with my leader, and then she won't be doing any army leading. Yeah, I'll do that, because I kind of like the extra resistance and shock damage that the Sorcerer provides for her army. I think the shock damage will go a longer way. We'll add the Cockatrice to the Sorcerer's army. The Spider can make it out there. Okay. Good stuff. We'll throw in my useless Warlord, who can at least cast spells. Considering maybe leaving the lighter units out of this one, but no, I think that with that focused ability that they've got, well, this guy doesn't have it, but the other one does, and the arcane arrows, there's enough DPS potential for these guys to be useful, and I kind of don't want to underdo it for this battle, so I can make more archers pretty easily and quickly should terrible tragic accidents happen. So I'm not too terribly worried about that. Okay, I think that's pretty much the army, unless I can fit this spider in somewhere, yeah. Alright, that's it. And that's actually a pretty good counter-attacking force. I think we've got them on the run now. Let's just not screw anything up. Don't underestimate the amount of damage those two juggernauts can do. Especially to weaker units. This is what I was afraid of, that hunter's dead. Oh, no, he's not dead, but he will be if he stays around. Okay, I gotta be really aggressive with these snakes. We need them on top of those juggernauts as soon as possible. Also, let's see, my sorcerer, where are you? Can you... It'd be great if you could just stun that flame tank. That would be lovely. You suck. Alright, fine. We'll let the snake try to do it. Almost afraid to even send the tier 3 spiders up. My leader cannot currently cast the Thunderbolt, but what I can do is cast Call Ancestral Spirits and just get something over there to irritate the Juggernauts and hopefully distract them a bit. I think this guy needs to back off completely. He possibly needs to... You know what? I think he may need to retreat from the battle. He's... You know what? He took a shot. We'll get him out of here. He did his job. He's needed him here to take a bullet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna summon a Ancestral Warrior guy right between the two of those. Just to be a nuisance. Also, Birdie is more than tanky enough to go after that stuff out there, so I think I'll just send her recklessly in that direction. The Halfling, I wouldn't mind picking a fight with this snake. The Reed Serpent there. And then this person is just going to give, like, buffs to the others, I guess. Lion's Courage, let's do that one. I'd like to keep the archers out of range of the eagle and maybe move them up more towards those tanks. Same thing with that spider. This spider, I don't know. We're going to leave them in the flanks a little bit here, I think. Can probably break this. Nope, but I can come darn close. I don't really want that flame tank frying everything, and it'll be able to fry a lot of stuff on the next turn, so I might root spear that thing. Oh wait. I may only cast one spell per round. Okay, I can't do what I was planning to do with him because I failed to remember a very basic rule of the game. So that flame tank is going to fry a lot of stuff. Oh well, if I can't do that, then I will just throw him wildly at the enemy because he's got regrowth and a ton of defense. I actually don't think they'll kill anything here unless they really target one of the tier 1s. Oh, there goes the cockatrice. No, don't kill the snake. Okay, well, I can live without the cockatrice, but I don't know if I could have lived without the snake. Let's get him patched up. We need some harmonizing energy on that boy's stat. Alright, now I should be able at this point to kind of get on top of these juggernauts and start messing them up. Slow them down a little bit. The flame tank's going to blow up when I shoot it, so... And I am going to shoot it. Got these fancy arcane arrows here. So we're going to want to move the snake away from that. And I actually am going to want to heal the snake a bit. So I'm going to go here. Give that snake healing. Then what I can do is shoot the flame tank safely from here. And And then the spider can get in and try to web a juggernaut. No luck on that one. Fortunately, the eagle came down and introduced itself to my snake there. So that helps. In fact, I think the warlord can help finish it off. Let's see if we can get a stun on this guy. Dang, no luck on the stuns. If they both do broadside, are they going to kill that snake? They might. But the snake could stun one of them. 42% chance on a ×2 roll. Is that worth the risk? Or do I back off? Though they will almost certainly both broadside on this turn. I want to get this little guy out of here because I might underestimate his damage. You know what? I'm gonna probably, well, yeah, they can't move far enough if I really back that snake off. He took a little too much damage. I'm not taking any chances with him. Okay, that's fine. They can ram stuff all day if they want to. Now they should be in trouble. It's war cry just to make dang sure we kill that thing. It would be lovely if I could stun this. Did I get it? I think I did. Okay, good. We're gonna use more harmonizing energy on the snake. And I could actually heal the snake on the next turn. Alright, we've got this under control now. You can even let the spider come in and try to get a web. My hero could also heal the snake, or the spider. They could both use it. Let's give the spider a nourishing meal. Oh, very rude. They're repairing their stuff. Can I mark a blood sacrifice? I can use... Okay. I think you all probably know where I'm going with that. Sure, that'll work. Let's do it. This is more efficient healing anyway. Alright. And... he doesn't quite have healing back yet, unfortunately. But she still has Bestow Iron Heart, so I can use that. Can get the spider a little XP trying to web something fruitlessly. I think I already tried the web on that guy. And we'll let the snake finish this thing off. Or come close to finishing it off anyway. Feel free to revive the other one again. Waste your mana, go ahead. I'm gonna let the spider get the kill on this thing. Why not? Only thing to check is, yeah, I can get a little more heals here. And, yeah, that's it, other than, I guess, giving this guy a chance to web. Oh, I was going to give it to the spider. Oh, well, the snake leveled up, too. That's fine as well. Okay, that takes out a decent chunk. I think I need to keep this momentum going. I kind of have an idea of what they've got over there. At this turn, this army can't move any further, really. They're pretty much at the limit of their movement. But what I can do is send these guys around this way kind of have them all hook up together and go out to wage war. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move these guys kind of together. And on the next turn, I can move everyone forward and try to do some damage here. In fact, I can move this group forward now. Pretty leveled up again, and I believe this is where she gets tireless. All right. Love tireless, one of my favorite abilities in the game. All right, we want to move these guys down here, so we got a full stack of 6 watching that city. We've got enough in this city, and more that can move down as needed. I can probably start moving these units out of this area, I think. It seems to me like the troll event is over. It's kind of hard to tell for certain. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do. I did not mean to build the road that way, but okay. That is not at all where I meant to build the road. I'm going to fix that because that's going to annoy me. I want one road that only I can use to get through. So we'll do it like this. I want the other spaces to be trees, not roads. And I want the road to go directly through the city, not around it. Okay. Then I can just grow forest on the 2 spots that... Wait, hang on. I guess it's really only 1 spot that I kind of screwed up there, so that's fine. We'll just grow a little forest on it. Oh yeah, and we're going to have this guy boost out here too to join the party. Can move the eagle up now, although he's still got... Well, no, I took out his eagle rider, so it's just a griffin that is the only flying unit he should have left over there. So I guess I can move up with the scout. How you feeling about losing wave 1? Let's see, another juggernaut. 2 more, actually, plus the cannon, the knight, and another 2 over here. Might be best to cut them off, not let that whole group join together. Yeah, the only flying unit they have left, I think, is that griffin somewhere. I don't know where it went. Now, as I move units out of this area, once I'm convinced the troll event is done, which I'm going to kind of let you guys give me some feedback on, I think, because, well, I don't know. I think... Alright, so here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to assume the troll event is over. I haven't seen anything in long enough that I think it'd be irresponsible for me to sit around continuing to wait for it. So I'm going to take... What I'm going to do is leave, just in case of like the penguin event or something, leave 2 hunters in every city. Some of them can go forward, but I want at least 2 archers guarding every city. Actually, with everyone back here, yeah, I'm going to do this a little different. You guys go back south. I'm going to use them down in Orleans. This whole army is leaving. I don't know where they're going to go, but they're not going to stay here. I kind of need more firepower against Santa. And the Draconian was the one person that I didn't really want fighting him. But they might be the only option to fight him right now. I think for the moment, what I can do is at least park this army back on the cave entrance to keep an eye on things. Until I can get more troops over there. In the meantime, I'll probably need to start forming an army to fight Santa And I think the problem is the army needs a hero to lead them. You know, the Dreadnought's just going to have to be the one to do it. They're not the best person to fight Santa, but I'm mostly thinking about that in terms of like what they can summon. If I just use the Dreadnought for other things besides summons, or use the summons to just give Santa something to... Well, no, he could Arcane Bind them and turn them against me. That would be bad. In any case, I need to be fighting Santa. So... You know, I think I am just going to have them guard that cave entrance for a while. I can get another hero back down this way eventually. I still need to get rid of this Norcia. You know what? There's gonna be another round of heroes, and of hero selection, and I don't know when it's gonna show up. I think I'm gonna disband this person. They're not really contributing much of anything here. And I've got enough firepower in this area now that I'm not too scared. I think it's better to ditch this hero and try to get a better one. So, unfortunately for you, I think you're going to get fired. I was going to suicide runner into something, but... oh well. Alright. You get the boot. I don't know if I've ever intentionally disbanded a hero before, but there are just way better heroes I can get than that one. And this opens it up to me getting another Theocrat or another Druid or a Theocrat. I would take either one. I want one of those two things. Man, how great would it be if we got Zari back? That would be awesome. She might have been taken by now, though. Okay, well, these are mostly pretty crappy items. I'll give those ice bolts to the sorcerer, actually. And my king could wield the crossbow. That could come in handy. More damage at shorter range. You can move up and take the ice bolts. And then move back down. Looks pretty good. Probably move that snake up. Oh yeah, and we got spiders coming too, or spider and draconian. Yeah, we got plenty of firepower for these guys. I think I may have actually even overcompensated up here a little bit, but I mean, then on the other hand, against a person with swarms of juggernauts, I don't know if there is such a thing as overcompensation. Okay. So yeah, we're proceeding as though the troll event is over. What kind of spells do I need? You know, it might be time to reinforce Tempered Empire. I haven't done that in a while. Let me do that. No one's tried to disjunct it, but that's kind of an important spell, so I'm going to dump some into that just to make sure it stays active, because I'm really doing a lot to push back Blight around here. Or like over here. The volcanic doesn't matter because I've got that in my borders, the part of the volcano. Okay, and then I could grow more forests, use extra mana, but I've got plenty of space to store up surplus mana, 1500 mana capacity currently, so I'm just going to let it pile up a little bit more for now. I don't desperately need it anywhere at the moment. It's not going to make a difference in terms of how quickly I can produce anything, except for maybe that. 75 gold... No, that city's already insanely happy. Most of them are going to be because of the Domain of Life. This one doesn't even need it, but I'm going to give that... Well, yeah, I think that one doesn't even need it, so we'll just carry on, I suppose. I guess right now I'm sort of interested in seeing what this army does, because if they move into range, if they move anywhere east, even if they go up that direction, I think I can cut them off. And at some point I may need to consider taking my hero back down. I think I might leave I'm definitely going to leave the sorcerer up here, and I'm probably going to leave Bertie up here, and have my leader, my hero, go back down and help deal with Santa and finish Santa off. But for the moment, I still want this full force up here just to push the Dreadnought back and kind of blunt their advance. They've been taking too much territory, and I don't like it. And then in the meantime, I'm sure Mogwai is going to pop out of nowhere at a horrible time and cause a whole bunch of chaos. But Jasmine Lionheart is moving. Let's see what they do. There's that griffin I was wondering about. Looks like they're kind of falling into defensive position here. They should have probably held the bridge. They're positioning their units wrong. If they formed units here, here, and here, it would make it very difficult for me to cross that bridge and get at the city, but they're backing off, allowing me space to surround them. I just heard horses moving through, like... Okay, they're backing off and going south now. So now I may want to build up units in this city and, hold out there. Okay, we're on to independence. No notice of trolls. I believe we're in the clear. Alright, so I'm going to leave those two there. I'm turning these two around and going back here. They're camping. These guys are camping. These guys here are going to camp. I want to finish the road. Again, trying to keep it as central in the middle of my empire as I possibly can. Then these guys can take the road and go sit there. So all my back cities have at least a couple people guarding them, which is enough for the Dire Penguin event if that happens. Oh, hey, look, they decided to send a group out ahead of everyone. Why in the world would you do that? That group is going to get annihilated. They don't even have a Juggernaut. Finally, the AI making some bad moves. With this victory, I think I can pull my king back. I kind of want to leave the Shock Serpents up here, though. Probably both of them. I think I may take the Reed Serpent back with my king. That'll be more useful against Santa and their Phantasm Warriors and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think I may have these guys on the run with everything else I've got up here. And I'm going to leave the Storm Sister up here. She's a little too useful to hang back. Okay, move up. You. Both Shock Serpents for sure. You can lead this army. Dora can lead probably anyone who does melee damage, I guess. We'll put the archer with you, because you can get ranged command eventually. At least I think that's what I'm going to do. I know the king and the Reed Serpent, I think they're done up here. They've done their job. I want them back south, and I want to get pressure on Santa again, and possibly be ready to deal with Mogwai. These guys, they're on the run at this point, I think. I want to get the snakes up. I really need to work on evolving these guys, because they will be huge if I can get them evolved. We'll put them there. Dora has free movement, so she can go here, no problem on the forest. This hunter is the one with focused that I think I ran away. No, that's the regular one. put that guy with her. We'll put the spiders with her, because that'll give the spiders some shock damage to compensate for the fact that the rest of damage is poison. Also want the Draconian Rider with the Sorcerer to give him some shock damage. Probably both archers with this group, and then we just got a couple extras kind of hanging around, so put them here, I think. Now this city over here with that army turning south, I'm gonna keep piling hunters up in this city and just let them stack here. I want him to get, my leader to get back down to rejoin his spiders. And I have a pretty solid army of hunters here. Do they all have the focused buff? Kind of want to keep the ones that don't have the focused buff as like my defenders, like general defense, and have the other guys who do have it out on offense. That one's got it. That one's got it. That one's got it. So, okay, looks like 4 of them? 3 of them. 3 of them have it. These 3. Okay, they all have it. So I'm going to have them join up with my king. I'm going to split them up just a little so I know which ones are which. Those are the ones that are moving out. These guys are going to stay. I don't mind having 3 of them staying on that city, because that city is hugely important. So we'll just have 3 of them camp out there. The rest will go. Oh, good. I got my final elf upgrade. Yes, the one that lets me ignore line of sight penalties is great. The other one's really good too, but I prefer the military one. It's just so nice to be able to ignore line of sight. You can shoot right over walls. Basically turns archers into siege weapons. Yeah, I'll take it. Is it clicked on it? This is weird how the UI works on this one. I hope I got it. I clicked it like 5 times. It doesn't look like you have either one selected because both are glowing, but I can check by making sure. Yeah, I got it. All right. I guess it's whichever one's darker highlighted is how that kind of works. Great, great, great news for me. Especially coming up to a siege like this. She has to save all her points right now. So unless I'm spending on sorcery, which actually I don't want to do because I've already got 50, which is what you need for... Wait, is Chaos Rift 50? Chaos Rift. 70. 70 mana. So I do need to dump more into her casting points. So we'll keep doing that. High Elf Hunter, close, good there. Public Baths is done. Now hurry production of Hospital, then hurry production of Grand Palace, then produce the buff to give the Storm Sisters Inflict Immolation, and then do nothing in the city but produce Storm Sisters for the rest of the game. It'll be glorious. They're going to be so freaking good. Yeah, well, they're back in the full cheerful range. We're going to do, yeah, hurry production. I have dropped below 1,000 gold, but that's okay. I'm using it on important things. As for Orleanese spec here, since I'm below 1,000 gold anyway, I think this city kind of it's so close to a Grand Palace, I may as well get it. The Grand Palace will get it a nice production boost, some research, and more importantly, the casting points. So I think it's finally time for me to go ahead and finish the Grand Palace in Orleanese. It's been a long time coming. I'm going to leave that eagle right where it is. I don't think I need its help in this battle. I kind of prefer to have it be mobile and scoutable. I may move it up to see what's a little deeper in. But for the moment, we have a fight to do. Let's attack with the... well, actually, the whole army is going to keep moving in that direction, so we'll just bring everyone. Very likely victory. Hopefully I can turn this into a little bit of an XP farm for those snakes. Ow. Ow. Or they'll just be giant jerks and cause a whole bunch of damage right away. They didn't kill anything, but I don't really want to lose the little units. That's not the point of bringing them along. The point is to level them up. It's just extremely hard to do that against a dreadnought. So much firepower from such a long range. Okay, we can maybe stun the flame tank before it can do anything. I'm going to try. Okay, got a lucky stun. Griffin is on its way in. I'm going to try to web that knight up. Okay, well, at least that prevents him from doing anything too useful on this turn. Can maybe web the Griffin up? I'm going to charge the Initiate. Okay. The main thing is I want to keep spread out a little bit because of on account of the flame tank. Dora's guard is currently down, but I think she'll be okay. Even if, well, if the knight ignores and then devastating charges her, that could be, that combined with the flame tank could be kind of bad. Does she have any fire resistance? Oh, she's 100% fire protection. She's fine. I forgot she's got that ring. So that Treb is a problem. Oh, maybe I can stun it. The tank has to reload. Dang. I really wanted that. I'm going to move that spider as far this way as possible while leaving it in combat because the army's on the move this turn. I don't want to leave it behind. The snake should actually be okay to advance. It can take another trebuchet hit. This guy better hang back. May need to switch to some normal elf archers with the armored upgrade. I could get the enchanted armory in that city now. I'll probably want some normal elf archers just because they're quite a bit tankier with the enchanted armor upgrade and still have similar damage output as hunters. Hunters are just way more mobile. I think I'm okay to move the snake up as long as I keep it out of range of the knight. Alright. The only thing is if she casts like a spell that I'm not expecting. But nope, she's just going to try to dispel that, and fortunately it failed. Oh, I wasn't even thinking. I was worried about the flame tank, but oh, well, there goes. Nope. My Draconian survived. Alright, cool. I wasn't even thinking about that thing being stunned. I didn't have to worry about it on that turn anyway. So, the knight did just ignore the fact that he had something on him. If I can arrange for the snake my little snake to kill the knight, that would be nice. I definitely want this snake to go after the Treb. I want her to go after the cannon. Just keep it on deep or running away, or keep the pressure on it. It could shoot the reed serpent, which would be a problem. If it did, it would probably kill it. I may need to try to stun that tank, but I don't really have a good way of getting to it. Well, yeah, I kind of do. From here, I could try to zap it twice. Might get the stun. Okay, good. Got the stun. Alright, so I don't need to worry about the tank so much. The snake can... See, if I do this right, the snake can kill the trebuchet on this turn. What if I used regular arrows? 6 to 8 times 3. It will not kill. And then the snake probably can kill. Okay, good. Lever for the reed serpent. Now I want to think about this knight here. And I need to think about... You know what? I need to get that flame tank out of the way. Okay, good. I stunned it again. That gives me a chance to move that guy away. I want to get that knight webbed up or something so the snake can... Well, actually, what I could do is hit it in the back and hit it in the back maybe 2 more times. I don't know if this will kill it or not. It might, but it might not. It's kind of on the... Nope, I got it. Okay, the snake can then move in the back. Get an easy kill. Alright. Good stuff. Want to move this guy probably over here. He needs Bestow Iron Heart from the Sorcerer, or from the Warlord, who is the only healer I have around. Everything else over there looks like it's under control. I can mark Blood Sacrifice on something. We'll do it on the flame tank, since that's probably going to die on the next turn. And I'm leaving that spider well out of harm's way for now. Mark Blood Sacrifice can help heal a little. Oh, repaired the trap. Alright, well, I think I can just break it again. Oh, didn't really want you guys to crit there, but that's alright. That cannon is very close to being dead. The snake could kill it. I just need to break that fence, which this guy can do. It's 5 to 7. I need to do just a tiny smidge of damage to it. The Storm Sister would be too much. What about crossbow? No, that's a guaranteed kill. I need just a little tiny bit of damage on it. Can any of you guys help? I don't think any of them can reach. Alright, let's back off of this. Well, maybe the Sorcerer can. Yeah, I think. Anyway. From here, probably. 4 to 6. Guaranteed not to kill. Alright, that's what I needed. Now you can go get a finishing hit. This one I want to take out. Well, I would want to take out with a range attack, but I don't think I can, because the hunters have already shot this turn. So, I think the snake could handle one explosion, right? Yeah, he's got it. And Blood Boon kind of makes up for it. You gonna repair any other machines? Yep, you are. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to stun it again then. Whoops, I meant to web him up. Crap. Alright, that went really well. Dreadnought's army has taken some serious losses. We've got this little side group here, but I don't expect them to be a huge threat on their own. Let's move the eagle up and see what we've got going on. I think I could take the city back and just move right in there and then hold the walls. Oh, I can't quite on this turn, though. Army's not... Well, if I drop the Storm Sister there fast enough. But do I want to drop the Storm Sister is the question. I don't know. Well, the rest of them aren't really fast enough to catch up anyway, so... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is kind of leave the Storm Sister in that group. And push the Sorcerer up here. Actually, I kind of want... I'm going to change this up just a little bit. I want the Raptor in with this group. Okay, let's move one of the Hunters up and out. Put the Raptor in with this group so it can benefit from the Bestow Iron Heart and heal some health. Same thing with the Spider. We'll move a Hunter up. Get that Spider in with the Warlord. She's also got Field Medic, so she can help patch those guys up. And then I think leaving everyone kind of piled on the road like that is fine. We'll pull the Eagle back. At this point, it's safer with this army than not. Hey, look who it freaking is. You just can't leave me alone, can you? Oh my gosh. Santa? I have had enough of your bullcrap. I think... probably could kill those two with just this army. But, yeah, do I want to just go for it? I mean, the Hunters can... Oh, no, the Hunters can't quite make it because they're just finishing moving on this turn. Yep, he's got more coming up this direction too, so I'm going to want to leave some archers here. Oh, I've so had it with this guy. He just, no matter how many times I hit him, he just keeps coming back. I think I'm going to have to bring some archers over to assist. As a matter of fact, bring the good ones. Bring the good ones. We'll leave these other three to guard that city. These three can come over here to assist with Santa. I am probably going to go ahead and try to take this group with just these guys. I think I should be fine. He'll probably cast spells, but I also have spells, so... Get the crap out of my land, you annoying nuisance of a jolly old man. Now that didn't do much. If he wants to just spam that spell, that's fine. I'm just going to sit on defense and let those guys walk into me. Who could use fire protection? The Mammoth could use fire protection. I'm going to use you in a tanky manner, so... Yeah, just sit on defense, you'll be fine. And over here, I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot. Somebody needs to take a hit. You know what, we'll let the snake take the hit. Just one. It's good experience for him. And I can leave a spider around to try to web him up afterwards. Oh, sure. Spell that, that's fine. not work. That is okay. I need the dreadnought to take this guy head on, not from the side or anything. I'm gonna take a lot of damage from this thing. Oh my gosh, he crit. No, 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 I don't want to lose the dreadnought. Holy cure. The mammoth might die now. It's definitely going to take an attack of opportunity if it moves, and if it stays, it's going to die. I could do this. But then if I move the snake and spit from a different angle, that also leaves it vulnerable. That dwarf firstborn, though, you know what? Actually, I'll be fine. I can do this. I can move the snake, spit, flip him around, mammoth leaves. Mammoth likely will charge back in on a subsequent turn. In the meantime, this guy can go after the spider twice, but if I do Werepanther and go a melee on him, I think I can prevent that from being a problem. There, he has no action points left. That guy only has one. Santa's got spells to work with. Leave the mammoth there. Oh, you giant jerk. There goes my human priest, an important healer for this army. I just want one devastating charge on this guy. I don't want him to turn around and hit me. We'll let the warlord, or the dreadnought, finish him off. Oh, I was not expecting him to dish out that much damage. I didn't read that tooltip carefully enough. Well, there goes a mystic, and there goes 2 support units. Seriously, Santa is in my crosshairs again, like 100%. Plus, I don't know what could pop out of that cave on this turn. I should actually probably back off a little bit until the archer support gets here. And we add one more to this army up here. And we are at the end of this turn. Let's see what kind of spells I should be working on right now. Actually, I might just reinforce Tempered Empire more to keep pushing back the crappy, lousy terrain around here. Wrong menu. Tempered Empire would be here. No one is currently trying to disjunct it. I'm going to use that remaining 60 to boost it to its max at 200. So I don't have to worry about that getting disjuncted for a while. How are things here? We got the hospital in one turn. One turn after that is Grand Palace. Then a turn after that is whatever gives me the Heart of the Blight up. Actually, I don't think I have to build anything in the city for that upgrade, for the inflict immolation on support units. I think it just has to be in the territory, so all I really need to do is raise the fort. Does it take a turn to raise a fort, or does that happen instantly? You guys can let me know in the comments. I think... I actually don't know, because I don't really ever raise forts. Very rarely would I ever do that. So, So yeah, let me know how quickly that happens, and also let me know if you think the troll event is really over. I think it is. I think whatever spawned and wanted to go after me, I think it's pretty much done. So, in fact, I did notice that while clicking on a city, there was like the active effects, like where you could see, it's a bad example, let's do this one. Like, yeah, I had Fertile Domain and Domain of Life. I did notice there was like a troll invasion event thing there too, but I don't remember if that was during the countdown phase or after the event started. If it was after the event started, then the lack of it being there would imply that the event is over, but just kind of curious about that. So I think that's really it, though. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up here. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. It's a great episode to leave your comments and feedback on, as I will be checking those before recording any more. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed those last few episodes. I feel like we made some good progress here, and I will see you all in the next one. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.